Hello everyone, welcome to the second episode of Know Your Role with Doublelift from CLG. We're talking about AD carries this week. Doublelift, are you thrilled to be here? I know you always are.
So excited.
Yeah, I can tell. Talk to me about what the most popular AD carries are right now in this meta, especially in North America at least.
Well, pretty much everyone just still plays like Ezreal, Graves, Kog'Maw. No, actually not even Kog'Maw. Pretty much Ezreal, Graves, and Twitch are super popular. I mean, it was going to be like Nunu Kate, which is really good against bruisers, but like I kind of unveiled that or whatever at IPL 5, and then everyone just copied me, and then they ended up nerfing Nunu because he was broken. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna nerf Caitlyn at some point too. So it's not so much Caitlyn anymore, but Caitlyn Nunu was getting picked a lot in this meta. And yeah, it's just Ezreal, Twitch, and Graves, which I think is actually really stupid because none of those characters are good against bruisers.
So what are your picks then? You
I
picked
picked like
Vayne, I saw that in the last game.
Yeah, Vayne and Cog are broken right now because they just destroy bruisers. Percentage-based damage is good against Warmogs. Go figure.
Yeah, lots of health, percentage-based damage. So you say that those are the big ones. I saw Cutie Pie pull out Draven, I think last week.
Draven's god awful. I don't know why he picks Draven. He just picks it because he's cool. He wants to be cool. But if you don't snowball off the first 10 minutes of the game, you just lose.
Yeah. What about champions like Varus, etc.?
Shit.
So let me ask you this: why haven't we seen? It seems like since Graves, none of the new AD carries have been that like interesting, or like we don't see them that much.
Because there hasn't really. Well, wait. The only AD that's came out. Oh, Draven and Varus, huh?
Yeah.
They tried to make them too like weird and just like niche-y. Like they should just make a kind of standard AD carry with one interesting thing instead of like, oh, you don't have a gap close and you have like a stupid global ulti and like, I don't know, they just try to make him too cool and it doesn't actually work. Like, if you look, Ezreal's just solid. He has no weaknesses. He's just solid. Graves is solid. He has no weakness. And like, actually the same can just be said of Vayne, I guess, now. Because, yeah.
So what are we seeing in terms of supports? I just did a support episode last week with Special. By the way, what about Misfortune? Because he brought up Misfortune.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Misfortune.
Yeah.
Everyone plays MF, but I don't like her that much. She's just an ulti bot. She's just a placeholder for ADs, because I actually think ADs really suck in this meta right now.
Okay. And why do you think that?
Because they get shit on by bruisers, and like, all these tanks that just... First off, attack speed reduction is broken. I can just TLDR this so easily, because I've been thinking about this for so long, because I f***ing hate playing my role. So they nerfed every item. They nerfed Doran's, Vamp Scepter, Berserker Greaves, Infinity Edge, Phantom Dancer, Bloodthirster, Last Whisper, and QSS. They nerfed everything that ADs buy. Literally every item in this patch. And then they made Randuin's retarded. Warden's Mail is 1100 gold, and it's a guaranteed 20% slow, and Randuin's Omen's too easy. You just buy Warden's Mail on a Giant Spell, which Giant Spell's stupid now. And like, you just build a Randuin's Omen, and you're guaranteed to not be able to kite, because it's a guaranteed slow on your attack speed and movement speed. And like, there's just so much shit that just fucks ADs right now. It's so annoying. And like, the ones that scale super hard in the late game, like Triss, Vayne, and Cog, they get wrecked by attack speed debuffs. Still, like Gragas, Malphite, Nasus, Lee Sin, those kind of champions, like they never nerfed attack speed reductions. And it's just like, there's not even a point to play AD. Honestly, if the game is exactly how it is and I could go into like the future, there's just not going to be 80 carries in team comps in like a year, if the game is the exact same.
So what, do you think that it'll get worse? Is that why you think that they won't be there? Or do you think people haven't caught on to the fact that like maybe you don't need an 80 carry right now? Like why if there's not going to be 80 carries in a year, why are there 80 carries now?
Because nobody knows how to play Dual Bruisers bottom, but Double Bruisers bottom is broken. I don't know how to play Dual Bruisers, but as soon as you play Dual Bruisers against me, I get crapped on. Like, it's too good. 80 carries are not necessary. You don't need an 80 to win the game. And 80 carry is actually just a liability. Like, you just have this worthless support, like a Sona, and you have this worthless, like, Misfortune who's just used for her ulti, and it's like, whoop-de-doo, you have two ultimates. Like, what if you had, I don't know, like, Darius Pantheon or, like, Jarvan Leona or something that actually do something, like, have game impact outside of ultis?
So, let me ask you about items right now. So, you just listed off a lot of items that are nerfed. Like, what are the popular AD items?
You build the same shit, but it's really dumb. Like yeah, you just build Doran's, Zerkers, Bloodthirster, Phantom Dancer, Infinity Edge. Like, it depends. You know, everyone always asks, why do you build BT over IE? and I can't really explain that. You just use your intuition. IE does more damage, BT's more survivability, and it's easier to build. Like, the item pathing is a lot easier to get. And Blade of the Ruined King is actually super good, but nobody buys it yet because nobody knows how to use it. And then pretty much you just buy the same shit. You buy Last Whisper right after that, and then you get like a tanky item. Like, now instead of QSS every game or GA, you get a Warmogs, and I choose to build Mallet because I think Mallet's better.
Have you seen what they're doing to Blade of the Ruined King, and do you think that that'll make it, like, more people will get it after that point?
Yeah, I saw what they did. I think Riot's really dumb, honestly. Their design philosophies are not, I don't see eye to eye with those design philosophies.
Okay.
Blade of the Ruined King is so good right now. Nobody buys it. I don't understand why. I think it's really stupid. And, like, there's no reason to buff it. When they buff it, everyone's just going to buy it, and it's not going to be like this. It's going to be overpowered.
All right, so let's say you are, I asked this question in my last one to X-Special. We were talking more about Thresh and Nami, but since you're saying you see problems right now with itemization and just the way AD carries are going, let's say you're a member of the Riot Games live design team, right? And so you're given the task of Doublelift, you go handle the AD carries, and you bring them back up to par if you think that they're underpowered. What do you do? Do you work on items? Do you buff the champions? What's your plan?
Champs are fine. I'd probably revamp all the non-escape AD carries like Ashe, Draven, Varus. Those champions are garbage. They're garbage. Don't pick those champions. They're so stupid. You need an escape unless you're Kog'Maw or Trist, because Kog'Maw and Trist are high range. Those champions have 550, 600 range. You can't survive an Olaf running at you. He's just going to two-shot you. And yeah, you can't survive anything. You can't survive Malphite either. All the popular picks will just crap on you. And then after revamping those champions, I'd go look at the items the ADs buy. It's like, well, how much damage does BT do? And how much HP does Warmogs get? And how fair is it that they cost the exact same? And I would just say, I would probably just, actually I don't even care about that. I take that back. I would just nerf attack speed reductions across the board. It's so stupid that Nasus can wither you, or you can get Randuin's, and you can't attack. That's retarded. Like, there's no item in the game that counters APs that hard. Like, you can't just buy a Banshee's Veil, and it's like, oh wow, now you can't use your abilities. Like, no, you pop it with something. Somebody else can help you. Like, when you have a Randuin's Omen, the AD carry doesn't do anything, and nobody can help you. Dumb.
So let's talk about Quinn, who is the next AD carry that's going to come out. It's been a while since we've heard anything about her, and I know that she's not actually even out yet, but I'm sure that you've seen a preview or something of her. So what are your thoughts? She seems kind of unique, and I know earlier you mentioned that the niche champions AD carries don't always work so well.
Yeah, she's unique. I heard she has 525 range, which means she will be god-awful. Or she'll either be god-awful, or she won't be played as an AD carry, unless they change her 525 range, which is terrible.
What is Graves' range again?
525.
All right.
But Graves has a true escape in his dash, and he has smokescreen utility, which is invaluable, and he has 2 nukes. Everything in Graves' kit is really good except for his range. And I would pick Graves every single game because he'd be overpowered if he had any more than 525 range.
What do you think about Quinn's abilities? Like, do they just not offer the same utility?
I mean, smokescreen is, you can't compare anything with smokescreen utility. Smokescreen utility is too good, and you basically just have to pick Quinn over another AD carry. Like, what does she do? Does she do more damage? Does she like have more utility? Obviously not. I don't see it in her kit.
I mean, you were mentioning to me that you feel as though AD carries are kind of underpowered right now, and that it's going to go more towards like bruisers. Obviously, she doesn't turn into a bruiser when she uses her ult, but she kind of gets that like assassin thing going. Do you feel like that might help?
That might help her in the top lane or mid lane, or maybe jungle or something, but she's not going to be played as an AD carry if you want her to be an assassin. I don't think her kit fits that at all.
Alright, so if you were to change something about her, seeing her kit already, like she's not out yet, what if you could just rush over and tell the developers right now, like, change this about her so that she's more viable?
No, I have no idea. Like, I don't even know if they want to release her as an AD carry in bottom lane with a support or not, so I don't really know what they're going for.
Well, they said that she's an AD carry champion. That's what they've been pushing her as.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't really know. I'm not a champion designer. I just know she has 525 range, she doesn't have a true escape, and her ultimate puts her in a melee form, which is like if Vayne was a melee champion, she'd be garbage. So I don't see why that's even part of her kit.
So you're just concerned about her, already after seeing
she's a super niche champion. I think she's gonna be played top or mid and not bottom lane.
Really good. Well, hey, sort of wrapping up our thing, I always like to ask if you have any tips for new AD carries or somebody who hasn't played AD carry before and wants to try something out? Like maybe champions they should try, like anything in general?
I think what people tunnel on the most when they play AD is they think AD is all about CSing and getting the highest like farm, but it's all relative. Like AD is actually all about shutting down the enemy AD in lane. Like you should value fighting the enemy over taking CS because that'll get you better. You won't get any better by farming. You're gonna get better at the game by fighting the enemy and making it so he can't farm, so you can free farm. So that's what you should go towards. And then also AD in laning is like 60% the support, so you should do it with a friend who can play support because that's really important.
Really good. Well, do you have anything to shout out for your fans or whoever?
Yeah, shout out to our new sponsor, Zubu, XMG, Razer. God, I almost said on 3D. Rest in peace. And yeah, I guess just shout out to my fans. We just lost to Vulcan. You don't know how humiliating that is. Like, oh god,
okay.
I feel the shame.
You'll come back. You'll beat Dignitas.
Yeah.
So, for everyone, this is Travis at the LCS with GameSpot. You can check out the rest of our LCS coverage at gamespot.com/LCS.